So there's something I'm being taught about emotions right now, and I feel like it's unlocking a whole new world for myself. And that is allowing myself to experience my emotions, which is something that I never really done before. No attack on my parents, but they never allowed my brother and I or taught our brothers and I how to deal with our emotions, mainly because they've been through their own life experience that were so much more challenging in their eyes, that were worth feeling emotions, that when it came time for us to experience our emotions, they would usually be like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way. Or they would relate it back to their experience, right? And it's like, oh, I've been through X, Y, and Z. Like, that's nothing. You're just getting started. And I know they were just trying to do the best with what they could and understood at the time. But as I got older, I realized what that did for me in my emotional state and how I handled my own emotions, because then I would invalidate my own emotions. I felt like I wasn't justified in experiencing them, right? If I felt sadness, what was making me feel sad is not justifiable. It's not big enough. It's not serious enough for me to feel that way. If I felt angry, I remember telling my mom I was feeling angry on my birthday yesterday. She's like, you shouldn't feel angry. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man, stop telling me how to feel. Like, I should feel angry. I should experience that. And what I'm being taught right now is to sit in my emotions, experience them, process them. If I want to cry, cry. If I want to be sad, be sad. If I want to be angry, be angry. If I'm irritated, be irritated. I shouldn't keep trying to tell myself how to feel. And then on top of that, I've become so accustomed and feeling like I need to bounce back immediately from feeling what it is that I feel, right? So if I'm angry, I need to immediately revert back to being even killed, being good, being happy. Right? When I was angry, my mom was like, hey, I want you to be happy. What can I do to make you happy? It's like this immediate bounce back to get you out of the emotion. And that's what I was taught, like, from my parents and from myself. Is like, how do we immediately bounce back, right? Last night, Big Sean song, last night took a L, but tonight I bounced back. That's what I was doing with my emotions, like bounce back immediately, quick. And I wasn't allowing myself to sit in that, right? If I'm angry for 2 days, be angry for 2 days. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, what might be wrong with that is taking your emotions out on others or projecting your emotional state onto other people, but it's not wrong to feel your emotions. And it's been very liberating to sit in that, because I was sad for a good part of my birthday yesterday, right? I didn't feel seen, right? I couldn't hang out with my loved ones. I had to spend my birthday alone for the most part outside of working. I was sad. I couldn't see my lady. I was sad. I was angry. I was angry that I was working. I was angry that when it comes to career and the confusion with what I want to do with my life, I was angry to realize that I'm in the same position and that I have to spend my day putting on the mask of customer service. I was angry that I had to hold in my emotions, that I have to put on my perfect customer service face and smile, and I can't allow people to see that I'm going through an emotional state because it impacts their experience. I'm tired of holding it all in together. I've always downplayed my birthday. I've tried to say my birthdays weren't important to me, but I wanted to feel special yesterday. I wanted to feel seen. And, my brother forgot my birthday. My best friend forgot my birthday. Another one of my best friends forgot my birthday. And usually I would downplay it. But this year I had to acknowledge that it impacted me. It hurt me. It made me not feel seen. And that's okay, right? I wasn't attacking them. I just had to express that is how I feel. That's how it made me feel. And I sat in that. And at the end of the day, I reflected, I had moments of gratitude, but what made me most happy was I experienced my emotions for the first time. I sat in my emotions for the first time. I expressed how I felt without feeling like I'd be shot down or invalidated, or, that my feelings wouldn't be justified. And it's very liberating to sit in that and to feel. And I would constantly feel like I had to explain myself for how I felt, right? Like if emotions were a bad thing, and I'm understanding they're great. You don't want to sit in them forever, but you need to sit in it for as long as it takes. Process it. Because the things left unsaid, the things that you feel but you don't say, the things that bother you, it leads to resentment, and it leads to things that can destroy a relationship or a friendship down the line if these things are left unsaid. So that was the first time in my life where I felt like I fully processed my emotions, right? I'm like, it's my birthday, I should be happy, but it's my birthday, I should feel how I feel. And I was grateful enough to go through the roller coaster of emotions as it was. So what I'm learning is emotions aren't my enemy. And they're beautiful, each and every emotion. When I was angry, that was beautiful to experience that. When I was sad, it was beautiful to experience that. When I was feeling gratitude, it was beautiful to experience that. And I just love experiencing it all together. So moving forward, you know, that's my lesson to myself and that comfort to myself, that it's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay and process them. Take as long as it needs to take. Sit in it. You're not wrong. There's nothing wrong with you for feeling this way. And it doesn't need to be this catastrophic thing for you to have an emotional reaction. We're humans. We have emotions. We're doing the best we can. Feel your emotions, process your emotions, express your emotions without attacking or casting blame, and process it and get through it, and, you know, reflect on it and see it on the other side. So yeah, just wanted to share that. It's very liberating, and I feel brand new in this landscape of emotions, and I'm excited to just, you know, take this knowledge and apply it moving forward.